Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
I'm Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
This video is our reaction to Criminal Minds Season 15, Episode 4, entitled Saturday. Let's all celebrate Saturday. Let's hang out with our weird, creepy neighbors. Let's have a really bizarrely red crib. Let's dance in the sprinklers. This is such a weird episode, but I kind of really love it.
This was my favorite episode of this season so far. I know it's been only a few episodes. This may be one of my favorite episodes of all time. I loved everything about it because it was all about getting to know our crew more and what's going on.
Yeah.
What's happening with our different families and all that sort of thing. It was a really good episode. You were right. They ended up having to throw a case in there, but it definitely didn't take away from any of the stuff that I was looking forward to.
Also, why don't more shows do this? I know Criminal Minds probably isn't the first one that has, so all of them are kind of derivative of each other in that way, but this is just such an easy idea. You know, set it around a day off to actually show these characters outside of their element. We got so much fun stuff in here. We're going to break it all down. We'll talk a little bit about Episode 5 near the end. Before we get into it further, though, if you like this video, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. All right, so which one of these stories, and there were a lot of them that were really fun, but which one of them did you like the most?
I think the stuff that I enjoyed the most was the stuff with Matt and Kelly and everything that was going on with Uncle Dave and this red crib called Daddy Issues Red is the color of it on the website. Who comes up with this? Who would name that crib that color? And you're buying a crib and you're like, ooh, purchase. What? Come on, guys. It was so funny. I loved everything that was going on over there. We saw Prentiss show up and eat 7 donuts and be like, I just went to Pilates with my boyfriend so I can eat all this. It was good to have a mention of the boyfriend, that they're still going out and they're still doing stuff together. So it was all really fun. I liked seeing everybody there and Matt getting stressed out about what's going on with the crib and Uncle Dave being Uncle Dave and what was happening with Kelly. And it was really good. I enjoyed that the most. What about you?
Well, I'll get into I would say Spencer's was my favorite, but let's stay on this for a minute because Drunk Prentiss is the biggest mood of 2020 to be. So there is nothing in the world I want more than to just get some booze and like 7 donuts and just have a good time. And I like that Criminal Minds was cool enough to just go there because I a lot of shows I don't think are going to be like, okay, let's let our fearless leader kind of be tipsy for a percentage of this episode. And it was just, I mean, some of this I think benefits that Paget is really, really funny in life and she's done a lot of other comedies so she can play this really well, but she was just so funny in all of those little moments where she's just like sniping at Simmons and Rossi while they're trying to do the crib. She's contributing nothing to the cause.
Except donuts.
Who doesn't love donuts? I also love it because we have a donut shop here that has the pink box donuts. I feel like that just brought it back to me even more. It made me want to run over there. But
no, it was great. And as the case was going along, and we had her being fed mints because she still smelled like booze throughout the episode. It was really good. It was nice to see this other side of her, that she's like this with the team outside of work. That's no problem to have donuts and drink and just have a good time, be more relaxed, go to Pilates with her boyfriend. That just having that peek behind the curtain, that it's not, besides for Reed where it is work all the time even when he's off, that it's not like that for everybody, and that you do get to see Prentiss just be like, all right, I'm home now, and donuts and wine for everybody.
Why not? And, you know, the other great thing is, and you sort of mentioned some of this, is that there is some substantial, like, stuff in here that still matters long term. Like with Simmons, he finds a way to sort of get more money together so he can support his family in the future. He's going to be co-authoring some future books with Rossi, which is exciting.
Yeah, it was cool to even know that he's doing some writing and that he's been putting down his stories and putting it in a way that he can share with his family and stuff like that, which was cool. And we do know that Rossi's been writing a while and selling books and doing all right off that.
Yeah.
But it was interesting in that way, too, to see... it's not surprising at all that Ross would be like, let's share the glory and let's share the, the money and let's do this together kind of thing, because he is that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But it was more interesting in some ways for him to be like, I can't do everything all the time, and maybe I want to slow down a little bit, so you can take on half the writing, gives me less to have to do. I still collect my paycheck. I still get to say what I want and share my stories, because you're here with me on these stories, so, you know what I know kind of thing. It was cool. It was nice. I like the idea of thinking that this series is going to wrap up and we're going to see Matt and Uncle Dave doing this together. He's Uncle Dave for the rest of the series, by the way.
Rossi no longer has his normal name. It is now Uncle Dave from here on out. And, I mean, it was also, like, let's hit the audience in the feels moment where where Simmons and Christy named the daughter in some ways after Rossi. And it's just like, everyone wants to hug Rossi, I feel like, almost except when he's, like, freaking out and trying to proclaim that every single kill is done by Everett Lynch. Otherwise...
No, then I want to hug him even more.
Rossi,
it'll be okay, Uncle Dave.
Yeah, Uncle Dave's going through it, but he has some nice moments in here. The other glorious Prentiss storyline is obviously her crazy neighbor who
ex-neighbor. She's not even living beside him anymore.
Who's just there with all of his sort of crazy theories and
is suing her.
Yeah, this was just so ridiculous because it was like great. It was a lot of great nods to the past of the show, so you're sort of bringing that stuff in. But the absolute best part of it, though, is you're already getting to sort of play some of Paget's comedy. You guys let Aisha Tyler have some fun. I mean, she hosts Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like, she's obviously really, really funny.
Yeah, she's funny and fun and willing to go with the flow of stuff. And she did here, too, to try to help diffuse some of this situation and move this guy away from suing Prentiss and into meeting this doctor who can help him.
I also just...
So good.
I just love the idea that your Prentiss is used to, like, handing out all these serious orders. And here with Terra, she's basically just like, I think you're his type. Go in there and just put on the charm. Try to find a way to make this work. And, she does. It's really, really funny. All of this stuff, I mean, it does really, really work. And... there is a serious case within all of this where we have the super creepy situation of, like, the guy with, like, the hiding spot in the apartment and all of that.
Yeah, all of that was good, and it was, interesting case and stuff like that. And I'm sure you're right that the network was like, oh, you better get a case in here, and that's fine. But to me, that case was completely forgettable because the rest of this episode had so much meat on this bone that it just didn't matter. It's just one of the very few times that I've gone into Criminal Minds episode where I was like, I just don't care about this case. I don't care if there's a guy that has cut out a hole under this person's bed and is hiding there. It's so messed up. And I'm just like, but what's going on with these donuts over here? And what's happening with this wine over here? And, oh my God, Kelly's having her baby over here. And Uncle Dave is just like, giving a book offer over here to Matt. Like, it was... I'm sure it was a good case, and it could have been an even better case if it wasn't in this episode.
Let's talk about Spencer now. And I love so much about this for a lot of different reasons. I mean, there is the element of, okay, maybe Reed's going to find some happiness for himself. But I even like some of the little moments where, Spencer's told to go and have a conversation with someone. And, he ends up running into this kid who makes fun of his hair. Which, Goobler knows that his hairstyles are eccentric, I think, to say the least. And so it's a little bit meta, but I also like the fact that they're playing this fairly realistically, where there's at least, 3 instances of, why is this strange man talking to the kid throughout the episode?
Absolutely. It was good that they actually addressed that.
Yeah. They acknowledge all of that, and then you bring in this character, Maxine, who is basically also who is this strange dude? Do I really want him sort of hanging out with me?
Yeah, he's like, made an attachment to this kid who's part of my family, and now I've got this strange man coming along with me. I liked that it was a hard sell for her, and it should be, because if I was out with someone's kid from my family and some strange man was like, hey, how you doing, kid? Oh, mind if I tag along? Oh, can we have him tag along? No, you can't. I don't care how fabulous his hair is. It's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, to make matters worse, this is a guy with unusual hair who's claiming he's from the FBI. I like his hair. I'm just jealous of his hair. No, but
it's true. You've got the crazy hair. You've got FBI. You've got him doing magic. Like, there's enough going on here that I'd be like, okay.
This is a confidence man. Let's run away from him as fast as possible.
What else have you got?
Yeah, I know he's gonna show you his
secretly a surgeon on the side.
His alien paraphernalia. He's trying to sell you in the back of his car. It's all of this is so weird, but it just, I don't know, it just really worked. And I think Rachel Lee Cook was a great cast. I think, she and Goober have really good chemistry in some of their scenes. I love when the sister kind of eventually shows up and she makes this like crazy hard sell on Rita. She's single.
I didn't like that at all.
I thought it was just funny.
No, I didn't like it. And I think it's because I've been watching God Friended Me, and I love God Friended Me, and I love seeing Miles and Kara together. But that whole first season, it was like that every single episode. Oh, so you two getting together? Oh, he's single. Oh, she's single. And it went on and on and on. I was just like, man, these two characters have such great chemistry. You don't need to keep pushing the hard sell on me. And it was the same here. I was like, oh man, these two kind of have like a cool groove going on. This is all right. Like, I don't need this other person to come in and be like, by the way, she's single. Okay, if he's there with her and they're having their chemistry and she can just be single, and that can come out in another way. Like when Reed is saying, oh, I'd like to see you again. Yeah, I'd like to see you again too. I'm single. She could say it herself. I'm not with anybody, whatever it is.
Yeah, I liked it. I think it was funny, but beyond that, I think it sort of gave Maxine more permission to actually sort of hear him out a little bit in a way that maybe she wouldn't otherwise. I don't know where this is going, but do you think we will see Maxine again this season?
Oh yeah, for sure I do. I really love the chemistry between them. There was something that was really nice. They didn't push it into like a way that they're holding hands or kissing or anything that was so far out of Reed's, like, I guess, circle of himself right now. He's not really ready to be there, but watching them have that playful fun, she's going to throw him in a sprinkler and he's just going to run her in there, and now he's wearing his XL sweatshirt. Like, it was all just really just fun. And it was cool to see him get out of his comfort zone, have some fun with somebody new that's not at his work, not think about work for a little while, actually cut that conversation down. Oh, what do you do? I don't really want to talk about that. I'd like to just have some fun. Cool, let's just have some fun. The moment that I really enjoyed out of this storyline was everybody went to the hospital and he showed up in his XL sweatshirt.
Massive thumbs up on the sweatshirt. Yeah, the sweatshirt was great.
It was great. And JJ seeing that great big smile on his face, that he's not dressed like himself, and he's looking like he's just in such a good spot. To see that moment where she's like, you should go back to whatever it was you were doing, because we all got this handled, and there will be lots of time for you to be here and be with the kid, whatever it was you were doing, you clearly need to go back and do it, because I like this.
I did think that was a good moment. I think it was also just good to see sort of JJ cheering Reed on in that way after what they have been through, and sort of showing, okay, JJ really wants Reed to be happy. She cares about him. She loves him. And this is the best way to really express that.
Yeah, if you love somebody, you don't want them to be at home and miserable and pining away over you. To me, that's not love. Yeah. So her she's made her decision. She loves her husband. She loves her children. That's where she wants to be. If she really loves Reed, this would be the reaction that she's going to have.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at the smile on your face. Something is going on that's really good. I want more of this for you because I love you. And I had seen online that there were people that were kind of wondering if JJ was going to be jealous that he found somebody that makes him smile like that. I was really happy to see it wasn't there. This feels like she really does love him.
Yeah, and I mean, even if it is there on some level, that she may not want him to see that because she wants him to be happy, and I think this is her thinking with him in mind, and it's considerate, it's kind. This is the JJ I know this character to be, so I was really happy they went in that direction.
Yeah.
Let's talk briefly about episode 5, entitled Ghost. We don't know that much about it. This is not a Criminal Minds power crossover.
No.
I have said the word ghost in relation to power 1,000 times the past week. But no, instead, there is a potential copycat serial killer on the loose, and someone from the BAU may be in danger. I say this in an exaggerated way because I feel like we've seen this episode before.
Yeah, we have. And I'm curious to see what kind of spin they're going to have on it because we have seen this episode before. So, they haven't given us a lot of information, so we'll see what the spin is this time.
Yeah.
So far this season, they've taken a lot of chances, so I don't think it's going to be just a regurgitation of something else we've already seen. This is their last season. It is time to take the chances, and they're happy to do it, and they're doing it.
And if nothing else...
Right, Uncle Dave?
Uncle Dave agrees. Uncle Dave is smiling, and he wants hugs for everybody. This episode was really good tonight. Like you said, one of the best ones we've had in a long time. I hope you guys feel the same. And let us know in the comments. And if you did enjoy this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us more by checking the link in the description to the CARTERMATT store. And we'll see you here next time.